Hi, welcome guys to another LeetCode daily question. So today we are solving a new question stone game. Okay, so let's see what the question says. So Alice and Bob play the game with piles of stone. There are even number of piles arranged in a row, and each pile has a positive integer number of stone piles. Okay. The objective of the game is to end the most stones. The total number of stones across the all piles is odd. Okay. So there are no ties. So only one person is going to win. Allies on both turns. While allies starting first, each turn a player takes the entire pile of stone either from beginning or from the end of the row. This continues until there are no more piles left, at which point the person with the most stones wins. Assuming allies are both play optimally, return to if allies wins the game or false if Bob wins the game. Okay. So it's like playing optimally, right? So, okay. Return to if Elias wins. If 3-3-3 is choose 3 from start. So, to choose Elias, see Elias, Bob. Okay, let's do a brute force. Int Elias is equals to 0. Int Bob is equals to 0. Bool check is equals to true. I guess bool value come at the last. Let me say int n is equal to else dot size. So it's like a optimal game. So we go with alternative like even we go with index type. So let's start in that way. If I divided by 2 is equals to 0, we will say alias is equal to piles of I else bob plus equal to piles of I. If alias is greater than, okay, bob, then return true. Again I set alias to 0, bob is equal to 0, bool check is equal to true, for int I is equal to 0, I less than and minus 1, I greater than equals to 0, I minus minus. If check, then is plus is equals to piles of I, else bob plus equal to piles of I, check is equals to true, and here check is equals to false. Now if alias is greater than bob, return true, false. Yes, for these two test cases is going to be submit successfully. Yes, but I don't know about the rest. Maybe it's a DP question like yesterday only. So we have, oh wow. So it's a basic question without DP. And we solve it under 4 minutes. Crazy. So yeah, in life always go with the brute force, then search for optimally. I just go for the even and odd indexes. And you can see my beat is 100%. Okay. So basically, let me explain you what this question means is. So in this question, if you see, assuming the Elias and Bob play optimally, right? So here the play optimally means whenever they both have a choices, so everybody is going for the maximum number of stones, right? So here it means if allies have to choose from last and first, so allies will check the weight of the stone. Like the first is 7 and last is 5, then it will go with the 7 only, right? Because he won't increase his total more than Bob. But so what I did, I firstly check for like Eve. I firstly check from starting to end. It at any case, I will going for the even indexes for allies. In the next way, in the next part, I will go with the odd indexes for allies. So in this way, I can easily say like whether if in the even indexes Alice's has a more than Bob, then Alice win, and whether in the odd indexes if Alice has more than Bob, then Alice again wins. Otherwise, we're going to return false. Yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you. Today video is very short. I didn't expected a solution to come this far because let me check with the topics. So yeah, I just simply solve this question using the game theory, nothing else of DP may be used, because if yesterday question is specifically that we want the first only the player one to win. That is the main priority. But here, if you see anything right optimally, then you have to always go with the brute force. Yeah, it's 100 ms for me today, so we don't have to see other solutions. Bye, guys.